Hello, Jen Joseph again. In this recording, I'd like us to look at suffering and personal development. So in your journals today, you're going to be recording some goals for yourself. Now, why do I say that? Well, suffering, as we were saying in another video, often means we put meaning to something and we haven't examined the meaning. So now we want to set some goals and now start to work on enhancing ideas of ourself and our self-image. Now, we have a brilliant opportunity here because we're in lockdown. Right? This is 2020 and we're in lockdown. But this can happen in any crisis that, you may have a period of ill health or you may be laid off from work. Use that time positively. There is no guarantee that it's 3 months, 1 week, 3 days. So use the time on a daily basis, setting goals. Now, here's the value of setting goals. As you set the goals, and because they're short goals, what will happen is that you will enhance your ideal self. Because you're going to be getting feedback, your psyche is going to be getting to a more positive state about the I. And so your ego is going to take a little shift in the way it perceives you to yourself and presents you to other people. Now, what I'd like you to do as you're recording your goals is to be specific about the goal, not specific about the details of the goal, but specific about the outcome that you're looking for. Build it in as much detail as you can in terms of not the parameters of the goal, but the feeling that it would generate within you having achieved it. Now, why do I say that? Well, feelings are very significant to us getting to the point that we want to go. What the feeling does is it pulls us to our future. What motivation on its own does in terms of mental motivation is that it tries to push us to our future. But when you've got the feeling involved with the thought, you're not only pushed from behind, but you're pulled from in front. So I want you to be very specific in terms of what it feels like. What would I feel like when I have achieved this particular goal? Am I just going to be cool, calm, and collected, or am I going to be jubilant? What am I going to feel like? How am I going to respond? How am I going to celebrate the achievement so that when I'm back on track and I know that I'm being successful, when I'm back in work or when I'm dating again or whenever I'm creating again, I know what success feels like. But I also, now that I understand what I will feel like at the end, I know what failure will feel like. And when I start to feel anything different to the outcome, I can easily get myself back on track. Now, why do we do this? Well, a life without purpose is no life at all. So we just drift. It's this. A life without purpose is a lot like saying, I hate gravity. Well, we all need gravity. Or you're 18 and you're looking forward to your 21st and your 25th birthday, but as soon as your 30th birthday looms, you go, oh no, I don't want to be 30. You can't stop time. A life without purpose is like that. When you start to resist the things that you cannot control, life becomes a struggle and personal development ceases. So, when there's no control in the downtime, it is better for us to invest in our personal development. And because we don't know how long it will be, then we set daily goals. Well, we have a long-term goal, but we set daily goals towards that outcome. And we build on habit after habit of activity, which develops our confidence, which gives us feedback to develop our self-esteem. And suffering then reduces. At the end, what happens is that we have invested in ourselves, we are better skilled to do whatever we're going to present ourselves for, and we're happier for it. We feel more purpose driven. We feel more valued. We esteem ourselves more highly, and our confidence to take action is far greater. On top of that, our knowledge base is bigger. So now, because our knowledge base is bigger, we can go forward and really stand up there without thinking, oh, I'm an imposter. Okay, so some activities that I would like you to consider in your journals are, in preparing for the future, I want you to take wisdom from the past, right? So what I'd like you to do is look back at things that have happened a year to 18 months ago. Now, if there's still an emotional signature attached to those things that you're examining, then it means that they haven't been dealt with yet. So now in your journal, as well as setting the goals, we want to examine some of those things to make sure that we totally deal with them as part of our personal development and are ready for our future. And I want you to take time to examine your worldview and also write about it. What were the things that went wrong in your life that you thought somebody else was to blame for? And look at what your response to those events were and what responsibility you could take for the way you responded. Okay, and also look also at the future. If such an event were to occur again, ask yourself, what would I do in the future? Now that I've looked at the past and how I've responded, what will I do in the future? Okay, this is Jen Joseph from Envisage Executive Coaching, releasing your confidence. Bye for now. Bye.